Will home prices go down in 2025? Whether you are a buyer who's maybe been sitting on the sidelines, or maybe you're a homeowner who's worried about your current investment, maybe you think maybe there's going to be a housing crash coming sometime soon. Today, we're going to dive into what the experts and the forecasters are saying about what's happening with home prices right now. So let me start with the bottom line. The answer is we don't know for sure, but let me tell you what people are predicting. So Zillow actually got really bearish on the housing market and predicted that between March 2025 and March 2026, that home prices would actually decline 1.7%. Another major forecast that ends 2025 down 0.9%, so just a little less than 1% what we have right now in the average housing market price. And then the National Association of Realtors was actually more optimistic, and they predicted that we would end 2025 with the average home price cost up 2% from the previous year. So we're seeing some mixed predictions, and what could be causing that? Well, let's talk about some of the key factors that affect home affordability, and the first one is mortgage rates. Now, we have seen a slight decrease in mortgage rates recently, but we don't anticipate they are going to breach the 6% mark by the end of the year. In fact, JP Morgan thinks they are going to stay above 6% all the way through the end of 2025. Now, at the beginning of 2025, we had rates that were closer to 7%. Now, that interest rate really affects affordability. So towards the beginning of 2025, we had closer to a 7% interest rate. And with that interest rate, what we found was that only 31.5 million households could afford a median priced home at that interest rate.